Hello everyone, this is Seraphira, and welcome back to Going Medieval. So, we've made it through the winter again, it's now the spring, and we've got a new settler. Again, Adric is available. We're not going to take the negative mood modifier because we've got plenty of food. He's got animal handling, 2 stars, which is great. Unfortunately, I don't think that's in the game yet. Medicine is great, and mining, which we don't actually have a settler with a mining star yet, is awesome. But we're going to get some pillagers, thugs, pillagers, and pillagers. Okay, I'm not too worried about that. So here we go and help him in. And poor naked Adric is on his way in. Let's actually look at his. Well, let's wait till he gets off of the red area just in case that has some sort of you can't loot here thing. Let's wait till he gets inside. And come on, there we go. And check out this equipment and drop it. There we go. So Adric is en route, and he is, I don't know what he's doing. He's hungry. Okay, good. So he's on board. We dropped, and I should unclick that so that people can melt that down. As you can see here, I am adding another level to the main. I don't know. Habitat. I don't know what you want to call it. I'm just trying to get rid of. I'm still just trying to get rid of limestone. I've added a second level to the library here, and I've started adding supports and more Merlons to the outside wall here. I do need to replace these, but I'm afraid of things falling down. I should probably do it after the next attack, because there is an attack coming. I don't know if that's a winter thing that I should do, because I know that there's really no attacks in winter or not. Either way, things are coming along. I should probably also add supports on the other side, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't, the way I think that, at least that I have seen the trebuchets work, I don't think a support is going to do a whole lot of help for, I don't know, keeping walls up. Basically, the ball of the trebuchet comes in, bam, goes through, and it just makes a lot of damage and rolls on. No matter what the support is, that I can tell anyway. But I guess we'll see when that actually happens. So there we are. That's what's going on here with Tears Lean. We've got buildings coming up. We've got, let's move. The hallway is almost complete. In fact, I think actually people can move through now. At least it seems that way. So they don't have to go outside, especially in the winter, to get these items. And I also have, because of the second level to this, the main area here, they do have to come outside. Well, let's just do it now. And here. And we need a door. block that off. Yeah, it doesn't need to be enclosed. Well, it doesn't need to be, but I should. Yeah, sure, let's make a window because that uses more stone. And that's not a window, is it? um, window. And actually, I screwed this up a little. Yeah, let's get rid of that because I don't want it directly above my plants. And we'll put a window there. It doesn't need to be right above that door. At least in my opinion, it doesn't. Here we go. So everything is enclosed. I think once all this stuff gets built, that'll be fine. None of it is below is plantable area. So I think that's great. People will come in, come out, and then, yes, they have to come outside here to get here. Eventually, I think most of this is going to be enclosed. I don't see a reason for this to be outside because there's no plantable areas. And I think with that, I don't see what happens, and I'll see you guys in a moment. All right, so the raiders have arrived. I've decided that I'm just gonna do this whole battle sequence in fast forward, speed up mode. Basically, we've seen this all before. The base really hasn't changed a whole lot. I'm going to use the same archers in the same positions I have before. And we will see how the battle goes, but we'll do it in fast forward mode, and once it's over, we will go back and get back on track and talk about other things. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so it is a couple days after the attack. The villagers have everything cleaned up here. Make sure there's no bodies in there. I don't think anybody got inside, though. So there's a couple things going on here. One of my viewers did send me a message that gave me a nice link to to basically showing me about rooms. It's also about greenhouses. So just to get back to growing things in winter and here, which I'm not sure I'm going to do, at least not in a mountain setting. If I would have left this enclosed, totally enclosed with the braziers running, then things would continue to grow. So you don't need to worry about them dying when winter hits. You don't need to worry about them, the lack of food during winter, because you'll have something finishing probably during winter. There is a set time, late summer, early fall, where things will stop growing. The next thing is this overlay of rooms. So as you can see, the library inside is orange. So let's look at, I believe it's orange here. No, it's a yellow-orange, I guess. So library. There you go. You can read the little story on it. But you must have at least one basic research table, a research table, or advanced research table. So I've got both. At least 2 wall bookshelves. I put in plenty. kind of hard to see with the overlay on there. Let's turn it off for a second. You can see lots of bookshelves here. Yeah, and I guess it's the roof that's kind of making things hard to see. Let's go up one more. Okay, maybe that's a little bit better. So we got plenty of bookshelves. We've got book storage, which I guess doesn't matter. Let's turn the overlay back on. So you can see it's all, this, I don't know, peach colored. But you cannot have any other workstations, shrines, or beds in here, which is good. We don't. And now we can look on the room itself, and it says it's inside an actual library. So the library is considered a library by the game. What that means is I guess nothing. We'll just look at, well, let's click library. Okay, but it just highlights it for us. But if we click on the workbench, the research bench, it says it's inside a library. So room type production speed 120%. So in this case, the production speed is plus 132% because you're inside and then you get the library bonus. That's cool. So our research will come much quicker. Well, somewhat quicker now. That isn't what I had in mind, but it's great that we are getting better research. So what we also need to do is we can look at these other room types here. So we've got a kitchen, which we kind of have. So that's what we're going to work on next. But let's go through all these rooms first. So we've got, let's look at the kitchen. At least one stove, which we have. At least one butchering table, which we have. But we need to have 2 wall pottery shelves up. But we cannot have any other workstations, shrines, or beds. I don't know if this smokehouse and brewing station will count as quote unquote other workstation because they seem to be food related to me. But let's figure that out right now, and we don't need to unpause. We just need to put decoration, I believe. Okay. Wall shield decoration, and we need to put up pottery shelves, correct? 2 wall pottery shelves. And hopefully we can put them on that wall, and it appears we can. There's one, and why is the other one not? There we go. And 2. So once those are built, hopefully this will become a kitchen. So that we will get the, if you look at the very bottom over here, the stoves and butchering tables boost production speed. We're going to come back to these other rooms in a second. The reason we need to boost production speed is we've got a lot of food out here, a lot of raw food, not a whole lot of indoor space. Let's turn this off so you can see. You can, oh, no, that's that. There we go. So this is going to rot in 2.5 days. What's this one back here? They're all 2.5 days. This meat that we got for free from the wolves last episode, or the episode before, I'm not sure, is all going to rot on us unless we start cooking it. And then we can go down to, what do we got here? It's this cabbage, 4 days. And we've also got this other storeroom out here, 2 days. It's selecting something else there. A meat pile. I can't, apparently that's fine for the moment. Rots in 16 days. The barley's fine. This red currant is going to rot in 2 days. So maybe some of this just got picked, or maybe beets can be stored at a higher temperature. I don't know. Either way, we need to start getting rid of some of this food, especially this 2-day stuff. Otherwise, it's just going to go to waste. It is the beginning of the season. We're going to get food to replace it. It's just why waste it if we can help it? And even inside the first storeroom, that's 19 days for rotting. 18 days. The smoked meat, not so bad. It will decompose in 2 years and 21 days. Smoked meat is great. So if we can get, hopefully that bonus will apply to the smoker. Although it says production speed 60%. I don't know why it's at 60%. So that's interesting. So this is smoking very slowly. I don't know if it should be outside, if it prefers that. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to look that up. What does this brewing station say? This is 105% for production speed. And we'll look at one other piece of food really quick. The packaged meal, it's not going to rot or decompose at all. At least not at the temperature it's in there. I don't know if we took it and put it straight outside, if it would. It'll probably rot because it's outside, but I don't know if we put it out in this other storeroom, if it will. Either way, it's good sitting there. And I have that set to forbidden. I should probably change these to forbidden as well. I'm going to leave this small pile accessible for them to eat. Yep, I'm going to leave it alone for now. Hopefully this finishes soon. Osgood takes it and puts it right on top there. We'll see. Okay, going back to rooms. All right. You can have a workshop, so that means at least one, basically, a workstation, but you can't have any other types of workstations, shrines or beds in there. So you probably have to have a specific, like in this case, a smelting table, or a smelter. Is that what it is? Smelting furnace? Is that listed on here? Armorer's table, bowyer's table, blacksmith's forge. Blacksmith's forge is listed twice for some reason. Wood workbench, stonemason's bench, or sewing station. So it doesn't include this. We can find out if that, what does it need? Wall tool shelves. Well, let's put up a couple. Wall tool shelves in here. Oh, it's a window. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what happens there. But let's unpause it, and we'll keep on looking at this and let these guys work. See if Martin will start working on those things. I don't know. In fact, I might actually make Martin, once he's done eating, or drinking in this case, to prioritize constructing that. Oh, he's already working on it. Good. Okay. So the library we've already seen. So there is the religious place in here for both the restitution and the Oak Brethren areas. So basically it's at least one shrine or even a stone shrine. I didn't actually know that you could do that. And then 2 of the decorations belonging to that religion. Now, as long as you don't have the other type of religion in it or any workstations, then you've got a bonus for mood modifiers when making that. Bedrooms, in this case, just one bedroom or a hay sleeping spot for a normal bedroom, which cannot have workstations, shrines, or beds in it. Which is, because it's a single bedroom. Here's the shared bedroom. At least 2 wooden hay beds or hay sleeping spots. And you cannot have any workstations, shrines, or beds. So both of these will get you a small positive mood modifier for whoever's sleeping in them. The Great Hall, this is what I would really like to do, but as you can look down, we need to have one at least medium-sized table and at least 6 chairs, and then you get 8 banners or shield decorations or deer head decorations and 4 torches. And if you look at the very bottom just above the bonus, it says you have to have a minimum grid space area of 50. What I plan on doing is doing down here is continuing this hall on. I gotta go down 1 more space. Is bring this out probably here, and then we'll go a 6x9 room, which will give us 54 spaces. We'll put the table in the middle and torches and stuff all around, but that's quite a ways off. And lastly, you've got a spare room. It just says a spare room empty for now. Perhaps the title's purpose will become apparent. It doesn't give you any bonuses. Just going back to the Great Hall really quick. Every meal tastes a bit nicer when eaten in a great hall. Positive mood fires gain after each meal. Okay, why do we need positive mood modifiers? Let's look at our equipment. Let's turn this off. Okay, let's just look at anything here and look at item quality. So just at the very bottom of this tooltip here, when highly skilled settlers are in a good mood, their chances of producing a flawless item will also be slightly increased. So that's why you want them in a good mood, so that the crafters will build something flawless. Because you start out with flimsy, go to sturdy, we're at good, got a few fine things, but we would really like to get to the fine and superior stage, and of course flawless, because higher quality level means that the item is more durable, has better attributes, and such as damage or range. That's okay. That was a lot of me talking right there. Let's see if... Okay, so this is finished, and we'll see if the room is considered a kitchen. Now, it doesn't appear to be. No, it's still considered a spare room. So, in order to make this a kitchen, I'm going to have to get rid of both of these probably. At the very least, the brewing station, and I could probably move it over here. I don't know for sure if I want to do that with all this food in there, and I might need to get rid of the smokehouse. So I'm gonna fast forward in time, and I'll see you guys when I've got things gone, and then we'll have our first. Hopefully, we'll have our first kitchen. All right, so apparently I did need to remove both of the brewing station and the smokehouse, and this popped up as a kitchen. Inside the kitchen, production speed plus 144, 144%. The same thing for the butchering table. So I need to figure out where I'm going to put the smoke. In fact, I don't think I'm even going to bother with the smoke. Let's just make meals out of that. In fact, let's go with... Can I put meat into this? Raw meat. I mean, we'll make 10 for now and move its priority up. And let's see if Osgood will get to work. But now that we figured that out, let's stick with the lavish meal, which is 12 cooking material, some herbs, and some fuel. And this is 12 cooking material and just fuel, but it's fine. I said I was going to make a spring festival, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to have lavish meals, finally, from the meat that the wolves provided for us. Once Osgood is done cooking overnight here, it'll be the mid-spring festival is what we're going to call it. I guess with that said, as always, really thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully I didn't talk your ear off this time, because there was a lot of talking here at the end. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Thank you again for watching and tuning in. And I'll talk to you all next time. All right, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.